Hey y'all, it's Brooke Robertson. We are back with another video, something a little different, and I've never done this before, but I felt like I needed to, that it was kind of necessary to explain some things. I'm sure a lot of you know, but I just released a new music video for my single, Taking My Voice Back. And I released it back in March, and it's one of those songs, it's super personal, it's very deep, and if you listen to the lyrics, like, you'll know what it's about, but the video, it's a little deep, and sometimes you have to go back and watch it a couple times and put things together. The lyrics give it away, but the video just paints this beautiful picture of what it represents. So I figured we could do like a reaction video, but more like an explanation video, where I'll watch it and explain the different parts of the video and all of that. So I figured I'd go ahead and just jump into it to keep it short and sweet for y'all, because I don't want to bore you guys. So yeah, here we go. Let's do this thing. And also, before I start, if you love what I'm doing on my channel, just give it a thumbs up and make sure you subscribe to my channel, and the little bell, it lets you know what's going on. It'll give you like notifications and stuff. So alright. So I'm just going to go ahead and stop right there real quick. You'll see this little girl, and that represents me as a little kid playing around, just so innocent, and the purple ribbon that she's holding is innocence. You'll see the color purple a lot in the video. So
let me paint a picture of a 10-year-old girl. I tried to say no, had to hide from the world. Innocent but blameless, but carrying shame. Telling herself she'd be okay, gotta let go.
So right there, it's a pretty heavy moment in the video, and the moment where the abuse happens, and you'll see where the ribbon is just ripped from her hands, and that represents the innocence that was taken from me.
Let go. I'm taking my voice back, I'm writing my song. Nothing can stop me, I'm gonna move on, gonna learn to forgive you. You've taken enough. Though I feel alone here, I know that I'm not. I'm taking my voice back.
So right there is me closing the window, is what it's supposed to represent, or closing the blinds, and that just is a symbol of where darkness just came over my life, and I became very depressed and just in a very dark place as a kid. I remember, you'll see in just a minute, I would cry alone, and no one ever knew what I was going through, because I didn't want anyone to ever think something was wrong, and so it was just easier for me to just hide it from people.
So scared of the moment, trying to escape, afraid if she told, she'd be the one to blame. She better keep quiet and bury the pain, keep telling herself.
And so, you know, here I am, and I walk into the same room that I was in as a little girl, and still, you know, I was in this place where I still didn't want to talk about it. It's something that happened, you know, 15 years ago, and so it took me a really long time to open up about this, and the things that were keeping me quiet were the lies, and me feeling like it was my fault, and, you know, all of these things. I was blaming myself, and so yeah, you know, as an adult, it still was hard to talk about. So
she'd be okay, gotta let go.
So this is me and I'm about to paint this picture. And this is the part of the video where I'm still unsure. I'm still unsure if this is the right thing for me to do. Is it the right thing for me to write about as an artist? And still struggling with it and tugging back and forth in my heart. So
gotta let go. I'm taking my voice back. I'm writing my song. Nothing can stop me. I'm gonna move on. Gonna learn to forgive you. You've taken enough. Though I feel alone here, I know that I'm not. I'm taking my voice back. I'm taking my voice back. Oh.
So you'll see windows a lot in the video, and this part of me looking out the window during this painting where it's still a really confusing time. I don't really know what I'm doing or what my purpose is, but me looking out the window is just a release for me to look past what's been holding me back this whole time. And so, you know, you saw earlier where little Brooke closed the blinds and it was very dark. In this scene it's very bright, and this is just a healing moment for me.
There's freedom on the other side, freedom from the pain you hide. Oh.
So I'm starting to, you'll see I'm painting windows, and I'm still not fully sure yet where I'm going with this, but I'm painting because I know that it's leading me somewhere, and I am finally starting to slowly open up. And so yeah, this is what this kind of represents.
There's freedom when you let it out. Tell your story, tell it now. Oh.
So that part where I became very frustrated is very real emotions that I was feeling throughout all of this, because I was so terrified that, you know, I knew I had to start writing this song or telling my story, but it was terrifying for me because that meant I had to tell not only my friends and family, but I had to tell the entire world, and it was just so confusing and so scary. It was just so much to process for me, and I didn't really understand why I had to, because I thought I was okay this whole time, but God's saying, you know, like there was deeper healing that was needed. And for me, that was reaching out to this person and letting them know that I forgave them, and Jesus did too, and that Jesus loved them. And so this moment right here, you'll see, is just a relief for me. So
even though the memory still hurts, this song is for the other little girls. You're taking your voice back. You're right.
Fun fact, that little diary, or that little box you see, is actually mine from whenever I was a little girl, and I'd always put like little notes and stuff in it.
Writing your song, nothing can stop you. You're gonna move.
So when I was younger, I always promised myself I would never talk about it, and so you'll see me close the box, and that's me being quiet about it.
I'm gonna learn to forgive them. They've taken enough. Though you feel alone here, just know that you're not. I'm taking my voice back. I'm writing my song.
So that was the moment that I didn't know I needed. Whenever I was finally able to take my voice back and overcome all of these fears, overcome everything that's kept me quiet for so long, and fully be free and talk about this story of mine. Fully being able to heal through forgiveness, and being able to fully walk into what God has for me. So this is like a light bulb moment for me, and you'll see that I'm starting to paint with purple, and purple is me taking my voice back. You know, even though innocence is something you can't get back, you can get your freedom back. And so this is what that represents. It was a very big part of the healing journey for me, was just fully forgiving.
Nothing can stop me. I'm gonna move on. Gonna learn to forgive you. You've taken enough. Though I feel alone here, I know that I'm not. Oh, I'm taking my voice back. You're taking your voice back.
Yeah. It almost gets me a little emotional when I watch it again. I haven't watched it in a while, actually. But it's a very personal song, and the video just paints this beautiful picture of healing and what I had to go through. I know everyone's story of healing is so different. For me, it was being able to verbalize that I forgave. You know, if you watch this video and you've been through something, maybe it's abuse, maybe it's just hurt in general, maybe you feel betrayed by a friend or family, you don't realize how heavy that becomes, and you start to carry that, and it just gets heavier and heavier when you just swipe it under the rug and pretend like nothing ever happened. And that was me for years. I always said that I was okay, and I will say I was for the most part, but it is a memory that stung, and it's something that you can't erase. But it is something that I did bury deep down and just became numb to it over the years. And I didn't realize that until God gave me this ministry in music. And when He wanted me to write this song, I fought with it because it's something that I always, said I would never talk about. But it's been so worth it to hear y'all's stories. And it's been an amazing journey so far to see where this song has gone, and to see how this song has helped so many people out. Just by forgiving or taking their voice back, like being able to talk about something and not letting things hold them down. And so, yeah, I hope you love it. I hope that this explanation video was a little helpful and helps you to see the picture a little better. So yeah, be looking out. I'm trying to do as much as I can on my channel. And yeah, I've been loving doing this stuff. This was a fun, different thing for me. I've never done this before, but I felt like it was necessary so you could fully understand it. So I hope you'll have a great day. Don't forget to like and subscribe.